Welcome to another episode of ECOTtv. Today, we are on location at the Great Lakes Science Center in Cleveland for the ECOT Family Night. On today's show, we look for fossils at Caesars Creek with some of our fellow students, and we find out what the ECOT Soapbox Derby Club is all about. I'm 12th grader Renee Hackler, and a new episode of ECOTtv starts right now. We are here at the Outer Space exhibit, where students are learning more about our solar system. And while these students are looking above to other planets, last week a group of ECOT students turned their eyes down to our own planet, using their own hands to search for fossils and wildlife at the Caesars Creek Reservoir.
My name is Domenico Fumarola. I'm park ranger here at Caesars Creek. I work for the Army Corps of Engineers, and we're here for flood control and also recreation use. We go around here and just help maintain the area and help people. The dam was created, it was finished back in 1975, so it's here for flood control. With that, it kind of controls how much water goes into the local cities, and we maintain water here so there's no flooding down in Cincinnati and Dayton areas. So with the Army Corps of Engineers, we go and we host programs. So we have different schools that come in where we'll go and set up programs where we'll show them the visitor center, we'll go and do a pond study, and also we'll do a hike and we'll teach them about fossils. It teaches about the ecosystem on different parts of this area. So say with ponds and also prairies, woods, etc. In the Ordovician period, about 452 million years ago, all of this was ocean. So with that, there was a whole different life back then. So you had all ocean-based animals. You had brachiopods, which are like clams. You had coral. You had squid guys. You had trilobites. So you had a wide variety of species back then that lived in a completely different ecosystem that we live in now. It's actually comparable to the coral reef in Australia. With the pond study, we're testing the water quality of the pond. So with different bodies of water, different organisms can live in that depending on the actual water quality.
Digging through the mud, one boy found a few tadpoles and some other squirming things. We got a big pile of mud, and as we were looking through, we found just a couple of dragonfly nymphs. They weren't too big. Someone else found a much bigger one, but it was a lot of fun. Got our hands dirty.
We went out and looked into the spillway, and we were able to find a variety of different fossils. So they can come here, find brachiopods, bryozoans, crinoids, cephalopods, trilobites, horned coral, what have you.
I found a few of them. These have little water ridges in them from whenever they were soft and the water got to indent them. This one right here has a bunch of different crystals in it and a different bug, I believe.
I learned that there's actually a lot more fossils here than I thought there was. Today I found a brachiopod in a rock. There's actually a lot of them. And then I found a couple coral.
It was a lot of fun, you know. I actually learned a few new things. I always thought that a fossil had to be from something living. Turns out it doesn't. So I actually did have a lot of fun. If you're in any sort of earth science class, or if you're interested in any, if you're just interested in earth science in general, this is definitely a fun place to come and go. I would definitely recommend coming here.
A visit to the Great Lakes Science Center can help you answer all kinds of scientific questions. Speaking of questions, last week we asked you, what professions do you admire most and why? Here are your top 3 responses. Madison from Facebook writes, military of any kind, Marines, Air Force, Navy. They put their life on the line every day to do their job and fight for the awesome country that is the USA. Our next response comes from Thomas in Acuity, who says, the profession I admire the most is artist. I admire them because they make the world seem brighter and full of life. And our final response comes from Brianna. She writes, I admire firefighters because they go to work every day to save other people and risk their life while doing it. Our next question of the week comes from Lillian, who wants to know, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? You can respond by sending us a message in the ECOTtv Message Center on Facebook or on Instagram. The top 3 responses will be read on the next week's show and receive an ECOT prize pack. Now a quick look at some upcoming ECOT events. Now we are here in the main atrium where groups of students are working together to defy gravity by safely dropping an egg from 3 stories up. Dropping groceries isn't the only way to have fun with gravity. Let's look at how one ECOT Club is putting gravity into motion.
Soapbox Derby Club, we just started it this school year, and we've had a really good number of students who have wanted to join. So ECOT has invested in 50 kits for the smaller race cars. They're called the mini cars, and students are able to decorate them themselves and add the weights to them so they can either go slower or faster.
There are a lot of factors that affect the car. Wind speed, if it's going to be pushing you or forward or backward. Also the bumpiness of the track to affect your friction, as well as the weight of the driver and the weight of the car.
We have 2 racers now getting into position. You want to get down as low as you can. That gives you the better aerodynamics as you're flying down the track. Then inside this car, we actually have a steering and we have a brake. These 2 rally racers will be racing down. They'll be going at speeds up to 30 miles an hour. And in racing, what's really interesting about this whole sport is you can win or lose by as little as 1/1000th of a second.
I just got done with my first ever Soapbox Derby ride. I felt like I was going really fast. It was so exciting. I felt all the wind in my hair. I loved it.
While it's fun, it's also a standards-based activity for science. They're studying force and motion while they're using their car. And it's also a great way to compete with other classmates and certainly other students who are in other schools.
Students should join Soapbox Derby Club because it will not only reinforce science concepts in the classroom, but it's going to be fun. You're going to have a great time, you're going to meet new people, and it's just going to be a really good time, and it keeps you guys busy, so you should do it.
That's all from the ECOT Family Night at the Great Lakes Science Center. Tune in next week when we meet a family made up of both ECOT students and teachers. Until then, I'm Renee Hackler, and thanks for watching.